Hey everybody, it's Andy aka Max Ryder. We're back with another Minecraft video. So we've been working out here a little bit. We've got a couple of trees growing, a few trees growing. And I thought, oh there we go. Am I not carrying? No, that's not right. That's not right. I've got the wrong things in my hand. Hold on. This little homestead needs a well, in my opinion. Here we go. Here's what we're going to use to fix up the area. So out back here, as you can see, there's a spot where there's a natural grotto, and I figured I would try to turn this area into some kind of a nice well. I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to go about doing that quite yet, but mainly I was going to build in, we were going to put down some stone, and we were going to have a wellhead, and then we'll figure it out from there, I think. So what I really need, is to pull the land. Oh shoot, I might not have enough. To pull this back, need a nice little hole for the well. It doesn't have to be that big, actually. I think I'll make it a tiny little well entrance, like so. And then we could play around with some of these. I was also going to tell you guys quickly, as I could, about the scenario called Worms, which was a Call of Cthulhu scenario that I ran. How do I want to do this? And what happened in that one was there were several of the people in the group were at a ran across the town of Hilton Springs, and I took this scenario from Deadlands, which is another tabletop RPG for the Weird West, is how it's put up to be. Yeah, okay, let's try this then. And they came to the town of Hilton Springs. They learned from the local sheriff that people had gone missing, and he was in need of some help in order to deal with this, because he was actually the town... He was actually the town... He ran basically the general store. He ran the general store in town. So he wasn't too much of a sheriff, if it comes right down to it. Or the town marshal. He was the town marshal. But he needed help. So he asked the investigators, and they started investigating, of course, because that's what they do. I don't have enough materials here. What they soon learned was that there was a little fellow named Wormy who had been in charge of this gentleman's house outside of town. Rich guy. Powerful man. Okay, that'll do me. And he was also a hunter, and they found some things in the house that indicated that Wormy, once he had learned that the man was missing, because he had gone on a hunt and never come back, he had drank himself dry. He was an alcoholic, and had accidentally drank something in the house that he probably should not have. What am I here looking for? I'm here looking for dirt. They also investigated some of the... there we go. That looks nice. And then this is so huge for this tiny little well. That's okay. We're going to fix this thing up a little bit too. So, we need to roof on. They also learned that, well, not dude, that's too low. We need these guys to go up one more. They also learned that there was a gang out on Red Rock Ridge, and they wondered if they might have something to do with it. They also found indications that something had dragged people under the ground. Now, this is not tremors. It might sound like it, but it's not. So they were starting to get worried about that. They headed out to Red Rock Ridge and they talked to these bandits out there, and they found they were trapped out there. They desperately needed food and water, so they gave them some because they're good people. And learned that there were these things out there. They called them worms. And they had given Wormy to the worms, but instead of eating him, like he usually did when people upset the Red Rock Ridge gang, they would feed him to the worms. But Wormy, the worms didn't eat him. They just kind of were like, yeah. They took him away very gently, which made the Red Rock Ridge gang very nervous. And now they were trapped up there because the worms wouldn't let them leave the ridge, and they were attacking them, which wasn't normal, and all kinds of terrible, terrible things. Oh, sweet, we can sleep. Let's make it morning. So they're trapped up there, and I'm not sure if I like this. I think we're going to have to tear it down. Doggone it. We're just going to put a simple little lid on it, like that one layer up there, but not quite so tall. Yeah, oh well. I screwed up, because that just looked ugly and massive. So... oh, I can't make the jump now? Come on, you can do it. No, I can't make that jump. Let's just tear it down and replace it. So, there's a hole that the worms had kind of like made over the years, or over the months, or however long the gang had been there. We never really determined that for certain. And our heroes followed it down. They get to the bottom and they find Wormy, and he's like hooked up to a to this horrible little... what was he hooked up to? Oh, to stone. He was like melded into the stone. So they got him loose. They rescued a couple other people who were trapped in there. Okay, now you might be wondering why I put these in. Aside from the obvious reasons, to be able to get to the water down there. But you can't. So we're going to have to go in. Whee! Alright, we're going to have to raise the water down here. So that's the next step here. So they rescue Wormy. They rescue a couple other people, including a bandit, one of the bad guys, who had gotten himself stuck in there. When the worms all of a sudden, started preying upon them. They get attacked by these creatures, which are in Deadlands, they're called wormlings. And they're real popular, I guess, in Deadlands. One of the newer Deadlands apocalyptic games or something. I'm not sure the exact details, because I don't know Deadlands. But anyway, they managed to... I hear water moving. Where's the water? I don't see it moving. Whoa! And I don't know if this is high enough. So I think we can raise it a little bit higher, but I think we're also going to put a little hidey hole in here somewhere. Cave noises. So they managed to rescue these people. They fight off the wormlings. They run away. They run back to town. And they're telling people they need to get out of town. Like, everybody has to leave. We have to escape this place. This place is awful. How am I going to get out of here? Tell you what, we're going to raise the level of the water one more. I think. This is just a test. See if I can... This is the only way to get out right now. Still too low. Alright, we're going to have to raise it one more. So, I need to go out there. So they're talking to the people in town when, of course, the worms... Whoops. course, the worms attack. They want Wormy back. He was key because they were using his blood to create the wormlings. And what these are Chthonians, but they're immature Chthonians. They're not your regular monstrous, super powerful Chthonians because they were essentially young. Okay, I think that'll do. Alright, whoops. Let's see if we can reach it now. And they attacked the town. There was a huge battle. I mean, are you kidding me? Ah, that's no good. Okay, we gotta fix this. Where are we at here? Alright, tell you what. We will finish this up next time, and I'll finish telling you guys this story. So, thanks for watching, everybody. As always, I appreciate it, and I will talk to y'all next time.